one to the farm in Palo Alto, home to the Stanford Cardinal and to legends such as Elway, Gluck, and McCaffrey, all of whom went through battles like the one we'll see in this one. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So Notre Dame will have some work to do after that short return. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, Dave, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster, the crowd noise.
Taking a shot on the first play. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Dome wide receivers and Tim Brown who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn.
Unleashes one deep. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. On second down, looking to throw. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. But he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
He'll take a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You've got an opportunity right now. You've got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Irish. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
Illegal touching. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on first down.
Here we go.
They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
3:25.
Trying play action. Buys a little time. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is snowed under.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's...
What a snag by the defense. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
On a cold night, you feel every collision, blocking, tackling, whatever. Even when you get an interception like you did right there, it still hurts. So the cold will be a factor in this ball game. And how about the defense coming out, making a statement right off the gates?
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Stanford quickly to the line. They're getting this guy lathered up. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 team.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy...
Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive. But now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Back to the air one more time. He's not afraid to go deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers that will lead the offense out there to try to move those chains. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, fighting point, they're on top by 18. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays. Now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going to take off. Oh, he just avoided taking a big hit with the slide. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And this punt will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. Now from inside the red zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. This defense has been gashed, and they are backed up again with a 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Notre Dame! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the heels.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Caught in the backfield, it's Church. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the coverage team will get to it, and they'll down it just inside the 30.
Man, you talk about a sideline that was jacked up, excited for the big punt return. And then, man, he makes the big mistake, puts it on the deck, and the momentum goes shifted right back to the other side.
He lofts one down the sideline. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. After the misfire, now on second down. Quarterback checking off. On second down, wants to throw it. He'll take another shot here. And it's caught inside the 30. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer.
And how about that back-to-back sacks? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
The give to the tailback. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, baby.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
All wideouts, no backs. Quarterback checking the play. And back to the air on second down. Working the middle, it's complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Notre Dame right back to the line. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Snags it over the middle. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to...
He's going to throw deep right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He makes the connection. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. They're going to throw it again. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he makes the catch at the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Wants to go up top. They're bringing heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. 3rd down has been right in the wheelhouse for this offense. 2 for 2 on this drive, and trying to do it again. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency there.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Looking to move it through the air. Escapes through it. Oh, he's going backwards. In trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He's got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going to run it. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And the punt will be marked dead just inside the 45-yard line. Here come the Irish, back on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's got it at the 20. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got his man on the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Made a defender miss. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense...
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. He's loose. And they get him down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Back open in the middle. He stopped almost immediately. Didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Hit the afterburners, kid. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field.
Downfield. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Oh, he missed it. No good. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer instead. They're still way, way behind.
Well, they knew coming into this game touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
Looking deep down the right side. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stopped him at the 7. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Iron! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the 2nd quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Neutral zone infraction will push the ball up 5 yards. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
Offense.
And the offense will take the penalty, move the ball forward, and save the down. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, good enough. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, almost like you're trailing. So maybe the 2nd half, we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Just enough time to get off one final play at the half. Quarterback will audible. Comes out throwing on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. Notre Dame kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches. And down he goes. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point.
Hit the gas. Oh, the ball's out after that big play. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. They'll run play action. Pocket starts to collapse. Nice catch along the sideline and great effort to stay in bounds.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Going up top on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. He's looking to throw it. Forced out of the pocket. Looking for the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the route is on. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action and over.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He's got great speed. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Here come the Irish back on offense. This is like a gift to have starting field position like this, Jesse.
You're absolutely right. It's ideal. And, David, they practice this. Sudden change situations. You have got to be able to pay this off now if you're on offense.
Dang! And the stomping has commenced. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. They're testing the right side here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush and a better job forcing it.
Touchdown, Irish! And the punishment has been extended. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is brought down, but there is a flag on the play.
Holding. Receiving team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. On the run, it's Allen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now on 3rd down after that run. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic, picked off. And how about that play? Even with the short return, they're in the red zone. They've got it at the 17.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Notre Dame lines up quickly. He'll set up to throw. Got it! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the pummeling has started. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. If it's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Pressure coming. Grab behind the line. It's Allen. They make the stop. Not a whole lot amount of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Hey, man, I played with Tiki Barber and the Giants, Frank Gore and the 49ers, LaDainian Tomlinson in the Senior Bowl. These guys wanted to catch passes in our offense, even though...
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
In situations like this, it's nighttime, it's so cold, it's so hard to complete these types of passes, and for these wideouts, it's going to be tough just catching the football because that thing, I guarantee you, feels like a rock.
He's right on target. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. On second down, just keeps firing. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the beatdown has ensued. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They got the ball in into the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
But we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight up.
They come up with their second safety of the game. You don't see that very often. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here we go. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. It's complete to the right. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Notre Dame right back to the line. Wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. Touchdown, Irish! And the route is on. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll keep it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
The run from the shotgun. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. Oh, and the attempt is no good. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away yet. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. Second down now after the sack. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On second down, he'll fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the stomping has commenced. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Trying to find his man on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. He's looking for a man on second down. Open space at the 25. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Stanford. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it. When we get beat up and get destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here come the Irish back on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to go up top on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He wants to pass it on second down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. It's complete. A huge pickup. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They'll throw it on first down. Finds his man. It's Glow. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Offense would love to have that one back. Down here in this area of the field, everything has to happen quicker. The ball's got to be out quicker. Routes got to be snapped off faster. They were just way too late. And as the result, the defense gets the IM too.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. After misfiring, it's second down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Offense in an empty set. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. He's not afraid to go deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He'll take another shot here. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the punishment has been extended.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play. Second and long from the 11. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top.
Trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Line gets set. First down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He slings it deep to the left. Touchdown, Irish!
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Illegal touching. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Now sliding to his left. And he can find the receiver, and down he goes.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Gets away from one. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Coverage team does a good job and punches it dead. No return on this one. Here come the Irish back on offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. To the air on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Wide receiver shows motion. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He makes a grab. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Looking to throw it again. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the beatdown has ensued.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Owens. And he'll be smacked to the ground. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. I'm sorry, you are likely to win the game.
Hey, good for them. They took together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit high note.
They had the extra point to finish the drive. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chugging and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan.
Fires one high and deep. And it's caught inside the 25. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the play.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Paul. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know where they line up each and every play because they are going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable.
Here come the Irish back on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He's not afraid to go deep. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the
quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw on first down. Getting some heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And after this play, the cake will be baked.
Gorilla! Gorilla! Go! Go! Acorn! Cricket!
Looking to move it through the air. He rifles one deep down the right side. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. When you get this deep in the season and that 0 is still in the lost column,